Hi, I'm Meg, and welcome to Scentsy Spotlight, where we will highlight what makes Scentsy products stand out. I'm here with our fragrance managers, MARIEL Schweitzer and Lori Wilson. Scentsy is a fragrance company, so we invited them to teach us some fragrance basics. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
So let's start with one of the questions I hear all of the time. Why do some fragrances last longer than other fragrances?
You're right. We do get that question all the time. And honestly, there's a lot of factors that go into it. And one of them is your environment. How big is the room? And, do you have vaulted ceilings? Even the types of furniture, humidity, temperature, what kind of flooring do you have? All of that plays a factor in how strong a fragrance smells or even how long it lasts.
And it really also has something to do with how a fragrance is constructed. All fragrances have top, mid, and bottom notes. So the top notes are what you get your first impression. So as soon as you open a Scentsy bar, it's what you smell. It's kind of that hook, what brings you in. However, those are the fragrances that actually flash off or dissipate the fastest. Then you move into your mid notes or your heart notes, kind of what makes up the heart of a fragrance. They last longer and they're a little bit heartier, like a lavender or a spice. And then you kind of slowly move down into your base notes. Those are going to be your heavier notes, your longer lasting notes. Those will remain a little bit longer. Those are going to be things that are more memorable, like patchouli or cedarwood.
So we've talked about the different types of notes that go into the fragrance. Can you talk a little bit more about those?
Sure. So we categorize our notes into 7 different fragrance families. We have fruity, citrus, floral, fresh, woods, spice, and bakery. And we also have this fun little fragrance family wheel that explains the different notes. It's a great way to find more fragrances that you love, because if you know you like one family, chances are if you look at the families on either side of that one, you're going to like those fragrances as well.
How do you test fragrance?
So we're actually really lucky here at Scentsy. We have what we call fragrance rooms or smelling booths. And so what we do is we warm test all of our wax bars in those rooms. So what's really neat about them actually is that they're all identical. So even down to the warmer are all the same. So that way each fragrance, as we're going through and trying to figure out the top notes, mid notes, and bottoms, they all have a really consistent test that we do throughout our testing.
So when you're doing that, what are you looking for?
We're actually looking for a lot of things. We're looking for things like longevity, strength, how those notes smell as they flash off, fragrance consistency, things like that.
So this is a big question I see debated on social media a lot. Are Scentsy bars safe?
Yes, absolutely. We do use a combination of natural and synthetic fragrance oils that are approved in every country where Scentsy is available.
And I should also mention that those oils are approved by every major international regulatory body, including the International Fragrance Association, which we call IFRA, and also the Institute of Fragrance Materials, or for short, RIFM.
And when necessary, like with scent packs, which go into children's toys, we also meet the regulations for GRAS, which is actually the FDA's acronym for generally regarded as safe.
So I know that Scentsy oils are all natural, but why don't we use all natural ingredients in our Scentsy bars?
Yeah, it is. So again, there's a couple different reasons. Really, honestly, one of them is sustainability and environmental concerns. One example is musk. It was originally extracted from glands of musk deer. Sounds kind of weird, but true, which are actually endangered. So most of musk right now are all synthetic.
And really for consistency too. Factors like precipitation and temperature can really affect the consistency of natural crops, like lavender or citrus. So by using synthetic ingredients, we ensure that the character of the fragrance remains consistent over time.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you both for joining us. It's been so fun and I've learned a ton. And if there's any other Scentsy products you'd like put under the spotlight, tell us in the comments section. Thanks for joining us.
See ya.